Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is INDRAWATI, and now I want to explain about verb and gerund. First is verb. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, a verb is a word that indicates an action, behavior, or even experience by the subject. In the arrangement of the part of speech, the verb is usually located right behind the noun or pronoun that is the subject. Next is kind of verb. First is regular or irregular verb. Regular verbs are normal verbs which when changed to verb 2 and verb 3 both end with h. Example: arrive, arrived, arrived. While irregular verbs are verbs that almost always change when they become verb 2 and verb 3. Example: begin, began, began. The second is action or stative verb. Action verb is a verb that is actually done physically by the subject. Example: run, take, build, and others. Meanwhile, the stative verb is a verb that is not actually done physically. Rather, it is done by other body parts such as thoughts and feelings. Example: love, hate, feel, and others. The third is transitive or intransitive verb. Transitive verbs are verbs that cannot be perfect or less meaningful if they are not followed by an object. Example: bring, grab, teach, and others. On the other hand, an intransitive verb is a verb that makes sense even if it's not followed by any object. Example: dance, explode, listen, and others. The fourth is linking verb. A linking verb is a verb that is used to connect two different words, phrase, or sentence. The purpose of using linking verb is to facilitate sentence variation. Example: is, am, are, be, being, been, appear, become, look, taste, smell, and others. Example of sentence: she's being kind. The fifth is auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs have the same function as linking verb, namely to connect. The difference is the auxiliary verb also serves to expand the meaning of a sentence. There are four types of auxiliary verb, namely have, do, be, and modals. The last is finite or non-finite verb. Finite verbs are verbs that change form when there is a change in number, subject, and tenses. In a way, finite verbs are verbs in general, which can change. On the other hand, non-finite verbs are verbs that cannot change form, no matter whether the number, subject, or tenses change. In English, there are three types of non-finite verbs, namely bare infinitive. Next, we discuss about gerund. What is gerund? Gerund is a term for a verb form that ends in ing. The addition of the word ing to the verb due to the changing status of the verb to a word that is useful as a noun. The gerund is almost the same as the present participle. The difference between the gerund and the present participle is that the gerund is a noun, while the present participle is an adjective. Next is kind of gerund. First is gerund as subject. Example: drinking coffee is my hobby. Reading makes me know about many things. Dancing makes me happy. Sleeping is what I need right now. Cooking is something that's so hard to do. The second is gerund as object. In here, we have three kinds. First, object of certain verb. Example: Andy prefers staying at home, and I can't stop loving you. And the second, object of preparation. Example: after eating, I wash my hand, and you should pray before sleeping. The third is object complement or the complement of the sentence. Example: My hobby is swimming, and her activity every day is discussing with her friends. Next we pick kind of gerund. The last is gerund as modifier on the noun. So you can use the formula is gerund plus noun. This is used to what the noun is for. Example, meeting room and parking area. I think that's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.